We all want our children to do well in studies. Doing well in studies is associated with doing well in life. And it's true also, with some exceptions, it's true. So we want that our children should be very disciplined, start studying on their own. Is it very easy to achieve? Sometimes, if you are lucky, this can happen, but not always. So, what should we do? Should we struggle with our child? In this video, I have tried to give some tips and tricks how to develop interest in studies in child. Will you believe when I say that groundwork is laid very early in the life, in the womb only? Good nutrition of the mother, repeated checkup, regular checkup with the gynecologist, and mother happy state of mother's mind. These all go a long way in getting a healthy mind for our child. Around 80% of the brain develops in the first 2 years of the life. So, stimulating the brain during these 2 years is very important. So, what we should do? We should, in the era of this nuclear families and working mothers, sometimes it becomes very challenging to achieve this. Bedtime stories are very good to develop the brain of the child. We should tell the bedtime stories in a very interesting manner, and we should ask the child to recall it. In this manner, we will develop the memory of the child. Bedtime stories also lay the foundation work for language development and vocabulary development, which results in improvement in studies later in life. It is very important to know your child. Suppose we should know where the interest of the child lies. Sometimes it might happen the child is very interested in history but not interested in maths at all. We cannot neglect maths altogether, especially in the initial years. So what should we do? We should try to develop this maths in a very positive environment. So what is the way to do it? First, ask him to remember all the important dates of the history, which he will happily remember. Secondly, we should start playing some games like Ludo, chess, etc. And we should ask the child to keep the score and remember the score. That way, in a very positive environment, child will develop the capability of maths. We should always know the capability of the child and keep the realistic expectation. Never lecture the child. Lecturing is very boring and distasteful. If you want to convey the message of importance of studies in the child, instead of lecture, do it in a very positive manner and in a relaxed atmosphere. Suppose we are sitting in a dining table and we are just chatting. You can compare two relatives, one who had lot of interest in studies, another who didn't have interest in studies at all, and how they are doing now in their life. In this way, in a very relaxed and positive atmosphere, the importance of studies will be conveyed to the child. Give importance of learning to the child and not just cramming. Suppose child is finding any subject challenging, we should always learn the subject ourselves and try to solve the problem and make the subject interesting for the child. If it is not possible for us, we should hire some private tutor. But in all way, child should not cram the subject and the child should understand the subject. We should not focus on the first rank and all that, because we should remember in a class first rank is only one. If our child learns the subject, understands the subject, that should be good enough. And our child's competitor should be not the relative or the neighbor or his friend, but child himself. His previous performance himself should be the competition. Develop the habit of making flashcards and notes. That helps the child in long run a lot. After coming from school, when we all sit in a relaxed environment, ask the child what he has learned in the school. There are two advantages of it. First, child will learn to focus in the class because he has to tell it at home. Second, the memory of the child will develop. If possible, always give a quiet and comfortable room to the child. If you can give company, sit with the child. During that period, you can do some serious work like office work or making budget of the home. Always give 10 minutes break after studying continuously for 20 minutes, because studies have shown nobody can maintain focus after 20 minutes, and studying without focus is of no use. So after 20 minutes, ask the child to take a 10 minutes break. He can do anything which interests him, like watering the plant or listening to the music. And after 10 minutes break, he can start his studies again. If the child is finding a challenge in certain area, be the support system of the child. Be friendly with the child, but never allow child to cross boundaries. If the child is crossing boundaries, you can take a step back. Never be on the same page with the child. Once the child cools down, find out the problematic area, and you can work together with the child with that. Give a pat in the back if child has done bad, because everybody deserves a pat once in a while. Play games with the child like crossword puzzles and chess. This way, child will learn to utilize his or her brain and will never shy to use the brain. Yoga, pranayam, meditation, healthy diet, exercise. This is not only for the child but for the whole family. It is very important for the whole family, because a healthy mind resides in the healthy body. Keep a watch on school environment. Frequently visit the school, talk to the teachers, talk to the friends, keep a watch on the peers. And it is very important that the friends of the child should be positive one. If they are not very good, you should shy away from directly criticizing them. It will hurt the child badly. We should try to make the studies interesting. Suppose child is not interested in any subject. In the era of gadgets, there are so many gadgets which can make that topic interesting. So we should not shy away from using them. Always plan the study of the child in advance. In these days, all the schools give the syllabus in advance. So we can plan all the studies very methodically in the advance, so that child does not panic at the time of exams. It is very important to take a good night's sleep for a healthy brain. At least 7 to 8 hours of sleep is very important. Always try to develop the hobby of the child. We should find out in which area our child is interested, and we should try to develop them. Developing the habit is very important, because that way child doesn't become a bookworm. And when he gets praise because of his hobby, his self-confidence increases. Child should always be given freedom of choice. We should not say that we should not feel that we are right all the time. Nowadays, children has also become very important. Generation gap is there. Maybe in certain area, child knows better. So we should give them freedom of choice. Studies have shown that in the area where adults are also given freedom of choice, they perform better. It is very important to every day review the homework, whether child has done it or not, and done it properly or not. Limit screen time in the house. That includes your own screen time also. And give priority to healthy participation and healthy conversation at home and family time. So now maintain a balance all the tips and tricks to improve the studies of our children, and they develop interest in studies, and we don't have to struggle with their studies. And I hope I am clear on this topic. If you like this, kindly like, share and subscribe.